Hello and welcome to Boring Dad Gaming, where today I'm going to be asking for volunteers from the community to come and be part of my squad for an upcoming playthrough of Cybernight's Flashpoint, which is a new squad-based tactical heist simulator from the Trese Brothers, who have made things like Star Frontier and a couple of other sort of tactical games in the past. This is by far their most ambitious title. It's been in early access for about the past 18 months, and it released into 1.0 on the 2nd of June. So I'm looking to start a campaign relatively soon on the channel, but looking for people to come and be part of the squad. So I started a campaign just for myself, just to try and teach myself the ropes a bit, because it's lots of sort of crunchy stats and tactics and stuff, and I kind of wanted to be fairly familiar with it before I started a playthrough for the channel. But yeah, I've played a couple of missions, really like it, but I kind of wanted to show you the customization options. If I go in here, don't worry about all this. There's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of numbers flying around, a lot of stats. There's stuff I don't understand yet. But this is my list of starting mercs. So this is going to be kind of myself, kind of like the Cyberknight. He's kind of like the main character for the story that's developing. We have someone who is kind of our fixer, who doesn't go out on tactical missions, but then we've got 4 initial mercs who do. So if I click on, say, Bob Smith here, and we can go and change his appearance, we can change his, we can rename him. So we can pick genders, we can pick outfits, and if we go into any particular outfit, we can also customize the color scheme, sort of variety of heads, if you want freckles or not, variety of different hairstyles. He's got a hat on at the moment, so you can't see those. If I take his hat off. So, you know, a variety of hairstyles, and again, you can go in and pick the hair color. So it's a cyberpunk game, so obviously you can go with sort of dyed colors as well as sort of natural hair colors. Same with the eyes, facial hair. So with the eyes, you actually get a style as well. You can have sort of cat eyes or target eyes or cyberpunky type eyes, whatever you like, really. And once again, loads of colors to pick from. Oh, let me go back into that. Hang on. Back to Bob Smith. You can have hats, piercings, types of glasses, face mask, a full face mask, backpacks if you like. So it is fairly customizable. And if we go into his training, actually, what do I want to do? I want to look at the different classes. If I do class training and multi-class, we're going to run through of the classes here. So Cyber Sword is kind of the main character. There's a few of these I don't have. An Agent X is like kind of like a, if you imagine like a sort of a Bourne stroke James Bond type character, I think, like quite technical. I haven't used one yet. But that's what they are. Soldiers who are pretty much as they sound. They specialize in weapons and just shooting stuff. Vanguard is kind of like a stealthy thief type who can sort of mess with cameras and stuff to kind of blind them for a few turns. You can kind of lure enemies into certain positions and stuff. They're good to use, actually. A hacker is someone who they go on missions and they can like shoot stuff and all that, but mainly they're going to be hacking into the computers and kind of going on their own kind of mini game turns to sort of gain control of security systems, steal data that we can then sell and stuff. So most missions will probably have a hacker because they're very useful. Now these other two I haven't used yet. Gunslinger seems to set, if you imagine like an old west gunslinger, basically, that their pistols do the talking, it sounds like. And Scourge, which I've had a read of this, I don't really understand it. It seems like they sort of used nanotechnology to put buffs on allies and debuffs on enemies and poison them, and trick security relies on biometrics. So again, not a class I've used, but basically this is to say that as well as designing a character, telling me what you'd like them to be called, their color scheme, if you also kind of specify what type of class you'd like to be as well. Like, we've got a sniper as well. That didn't come up on the multi-class because Bob Smith already is a sniper. And again, the sniper is fairly self-explanatory. It's long-range combat type thing. As for how many mercs we can get, I don't know. this is our starting barracks, and we can have up to 7. We're at 6 at the moment, so I could recruit someone else. I haven't been able to recruit anyone yet. It's still kind of playing through a lot of tutorial stuff, even a couple of missions in, like there's stuff like how the stress works and other things like that, and there's something called hype. None of these have been introduced yet, so I don't know what they do. So I think maybe as stuff comes up in the campaign, things will get explained gradually. And I'm hoping how you recruit new mercs is going to be part of that. But you can upgrade the room. So if I was to just click on that, go up to level 2, you can see it increases the merc team to 8. So that would open up the space for 2 more to come in. And you can probably still continue to upgrade. Again, I don't know what the max level will be. I also don't know if there's permadeath. I haven't lost anyone yet. If there is, you can probably recruit people to come in and replace them, but I don't know how likely that is. But just to say that I'm looking for people who want to come in and be part of the team, and it's probably going to be, like, say, the first 4 to 6 people I think will probably definitely get a turn. Anyone beyond that probably will have to wait and see how many we can recruit in total, and if we need to replace anyone who doesn't make it. I don't know. There's so much. Although it's been in early access for 18 months, I didn't really play very much of it then because I didn't want to kind of spoil it for myself. But like I said, I mean, you go out on these tactical heist missions, and it plays out, I would say, similar to something like Invisible Ink, where the longer you take and the more noticed you are in a mission, like there's like a security level that keeps ramping up, and it can do things like bring in reinforcements, it can create traps and stuff, I think, potentially. So you kind of want to go in quiet, and you want to go in and do it quickly. My last mission, I did about half of it stealthy, and then it kind of all kicked off. And by the end, it was just like legging it to the exit while sort of reinforcements were piling in behind us. It was good fun. Yeah, it kind of looks complicated, but I think the more you play it, the kind of you kind of get it. I think if you've played XCOM, if you've played Invisible Ink, you already have a good grounding in this type of thing. But it does do some different stuff. This is our base. So I'm cleaning out some rooms at the moment, but I'll be starting a new campaign on the channel when we have a full squad. So let me know if you could reply in the comments to this video with like a build in mind, like name, rough appearance, color scheme, idea of class, anything like that would just sort of help. I think when you start a game, I think you might be given certain classes, like our, go back to here, we were given a sniper, soldier, hacker, vanguard. These are our starting classes, and I think they're probably the easiest classes in terms of what they offer, like they're very clearly defined, whereas some of the other ones like the agent, the scourge, and the gunslinger, they may be more like hybrids of other classes in terms of what they bring. But yeah, let me know. Basically, I'm looking for probably at least a sniper, soldier, hacker, vanguard to get started, and then beyond that we can talk. But yeah, thanks very much for watching this. If you could, as I said, reply in the comments if you wish to take part. It's going to be first come first serve. It's not like our adventurer guild where we could end up with like a couple of dozen of people in the end, and probably more we could have gone. This is going to be a smaller group, but thanks very much if you are going to enter. I hope you do, and I hope you look forward to the campaign on the channel. Thanks very much, and I hope to see you then. Bye for now.